Hey, I'm Jim, and I guess by the title, I'm going to do basically a non or anti-rant for the fourth Indiana Jones movie. I like the fourth one. It gets a lot of hate that I think it doesn't deserve. You know, People compare it to the Phantasm Menace, which I didn't think that was a good movie either, but it's not that bad. Come on, it has Indiana Jones himself in it. But anyway, I like the fourth one, and to find out it was hated, it came quite a shock to me. I found out like a week after I saw the movie. Uh, Now, when I went to go see it, the day before, me, my girlfriend at the time, my best friend at the time, and his girlfriend, went to, stayed over at his house, and oh, by the way, I was about 16 when this movie came out. Um, we had a marathon on the first three, and then he had a few tapes of the young Indiana Jones movie, and we stayed up all night watching the stuff, and we had a fun time, And then we went to go see the fourth one. We still had a fun time. We all liked it. Basically, almost everybody I know likes it. My mom likes it, or her husband likes it. My dad liked it. My brothers and my sisters liked it. My nieces liked it. It goes on, and quite a few of my friends saw it and liked it. Uh, and then there was that one person in my class, stereotypical nerd or geek. He played Dungeons and Dragons. Uh, I guess you could say he never really. No, never mind. I'm not getting into that. But anyway, he hated the movie and he just complained about it continuously. This was a week after I saw the movie and he saw it and kept saying like stuff. Oh, you can't survive being in a refrigerator in an explosion, and I stumped him. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, you can't really survive jumping out of a plane with two other people in a safety raft and surviving. In real life, you wouldn't be able to do that, will you?" No, that wasn't a fart. That was a chair. Sorry. Um, and he hated the new Tron movie too. I knew this guy for a few years. I mean, we got along sometimes, but it was just weird. I hung out with him once, and it was a nightmare. All the girls didn't want to go anywhere near him. But anyway, back to the movie. I like the movie, and what's his name? The Angry Video Game Nerd. He did a video for like sequels that aren't as bad as people say they are, and he brought up some good reasons. You know, People who kept saying, you can't survive a refrigerator explosion. You have to remember these movies aren't realistic. So shut up. And he also brought a good point about the ending. I thought the ending was okay, but it did seem George Lucas type. Uh, with the CGI alien. It seemed the fourth one I loved about it. It didn't have that much CGI. I mean, some things were CGI, but most of the time it wasn't. And there was people who don't like the movie try to bring out some points like you can't survive a refrigerator explosion or Indy's too old, and that was actually the preppies, the douchebags who like to wear skinny jeans and wear eyeliner. Um, and nothing against gay people, but those guys are faggots. But yeah, like I'm gonna say it again, this movie gets a lot of hate it doesn't deserve. For one, it had some really funny things in it, like where he's sinking in the quicksand and his supposedly his son is throwing the snake at him, and he's like getting afraid, and oh, I think he said something like, "I can feel the bottom, I can feel the bottom." That was funny, and the whole motorcycle thing where he kept trying to get on and you just brought a knife to a gunfight. That was funny too. Now there is one thing I didn't care too much in the movie that I agree with everybody, and that's Shia LaBeouf, or what Marilyn Manson likes to call him, Shia LaBeouf. I fucking hate him. Basically anything he does, terrible. That even Steven show he had, I fucking hated that. And that movie Holes. We read the book like back in fourth grade, and I hated the book and I hated the movie. And don't even get me started on Transformers. But that's the only thing I pretty much agree with. Anyway, I love the movie. For me, in the order it goes, the first one, the third one, this one, and the second one. Even though the second one's last, I still like that. You know, first one's like a 13 out of 10. Same goes for the third one, and then this one I give a 9 out of 10. I'm not going to fully hate it. And uh, the Temple of Doom I give an 8 out of 10, but I still love it. You know, I still watch all four of them. Uh, Now the next thing I want to talk about, and I'm kind of sick of people talking about, is this Blu-ray set. People, you know, say, "Oh, this is paper cases. I don't like that," and they're not going to fall out unless you make them fall out. Plus, they're in here. Why the hell would it be out of it? So people who say this has got horrible packaging, you know, it's going to scratch the disc up, shut the fuck up. This is a good package, and plus it's Blu-ray. It's not going to get scratched up. So again, shut the fuck up. If it's DVD, you got a right to complain, but it's not DVD. So again, shut the fuck up. I don't know if that's it, but yeah, but yeah, I get sick of them fanboys. Let me talk about fanboys. I think I want to do a video about them, how much I hate them. Uh, fanboys, there's like two different people hated this movie, and it's fanboys, and I guess some people who just didn't care too much for it or whatever. And then there's the preppies who hated the fact that it was a sequel to an older movie, and they don't like older movies or whatever. You know, them. Fanboys, I have a thing, you know, with fanboys. They'll hate basically any new sequel that comes out to an old movie they like. Tron Legacy. I love that movie. For me, I thought it was better than the original. If you like the original, that's, you know, okay. But my opinion is the original was a piece of shit. Uh, it was really hard to sit through. And after I got done with it, you know, the only thing that made it worthwhile was that Journey song that was at the end of it. That was good. That was the only good thing about that fucking movie. But otherwise, it was just a steaming pile of shit. I hated it. I fucking hate it. But if you like it, sorry. And they compared it to the Phantasm Menace. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyway, I fully agree with that movie. I didn't like it. Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was 15, but in this video, just whatever you gotta say with a movie, it's not a bad movie. I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, sure, it's got Shia LaBeouf in it, but that's, you know, the only problem I have with it. I love it. Anyway, that's it. I guess if someone else likes the movie, you know, tell me what the reason why you like the movie, or if you didn't, see if you can think of any other reasons why you didn't like that movie other than the reason I just talked about. But anyway, that's it. So later.